This week's post-race, I'm going to focus on the Moonee Valley meeting and look for some key insights we can take forward into our future form analysis using TopRate. Focus specifically on race shape, positions in running, and the ratings that individual horses have run. Here I'm just on an overview of the Moonee Valley meeting showing the winner of each race with the relevant data, and we'll just look at a couple of races quickly. First I wanted to highlight is race 2, won by One Dream, One Soul. I thought she's done a pretty good job here. She certainly didn't have any help from the race shape. Coming from last has run down Written in Code, who's an informed horse and started favourite. And just looking at her form with the win from Saturday added to the top here, I can see that she's run a new peak rating. She was only second up over 1600 off a long break and does have form in New Zealand up to 2,000 metres. So while her ratings show that she's no star, the scenario of this win being far from suitable for her, and the fact that she's gone to a new peak, I think she's possibly got more to come. And it wouldn't surprise me if she could win again in this lower level benchmark grade. Over to race 4. Wanted to quickly highlight here just how fast this race was run. It was a very high pressure 2,040 metre race. And for me, Lording here was a very good run. You can see here the race is dominated by horses that were well and truly back from the lead and suited, even flattered by the race shape. He's the only one anywhere near the lead that's battled on to be somewhere in the finish, and his effort to be beaten less than a length I think carries plenty of merit. You can see here he regressed from his previous win, but given the race shape that's more than excusable. So I think he's holding his form very well. And if he finds a race where he can get a more suitable race shape, I think he can bounce back and win in this type of grade. Race 5, won by Little Deep, who I thought was very good coming from the back. Again, not much help from the race shape. Rounded them up, was quite dominant late. Very powerful last 200 metres. I think she can go on to be a good group class sprinting mare against her own sex. But one horse worth highlighting here is Desert Lightning. He carried the big weight. And when you normalise the ratings to weight for age, he's actually rated best in the race. If I look at his form, it was his first run for Peter Moody off a break over 1200. You can see from his form here, he's got a strong 100 rating, a win over a mile in New Zealand. So 96.8 here with that big weight, 98.8 at weight for age we saw in the results. I think that's a very good return by him over 1200 metres, and he's definitely one to keep an eye on in future runs. Race 7, wanted to quickly highlight Angel Capital. Visually very good, come from the back. Again, no help from the race shape at all. Very soft in the early middle stages, and he's rounded them up. So I think he's got quite a bit more to come on his 96.7. I do think you'll need further than 1200 to show that and maybe realise his full potential. If you're going to step up against better opposition than this, over 1,200 metres, they're going to be sprinting home a lot faster than these horses, and it won't be so easy to run them down. So I'm keen to see him over 1,400, possibly in the Guineas Prelude. And finally, I just wanted to touch on race 9, the Moir Stakes, won by Mornington Glory. Got a very soft time in the early and even middle stages for a Group 1,000 metre race. Managed to fight them off. The 2 runs to highlight here are Hayasugi and I Wish I Win. They had both the 1,000 metre distance and the race shape against them, and they were outstanding, making up the amount of ground they did to be not beaten very far. They both look in for very good campaigns. So that's it for the Moonee Valley meeting. You can see it's relatively easy to get some high quality insights by a quick review of the data in TopRate, and we look forward to more great spring racing.